Welcome back to session 7. We are about to begin Act 3. Hopefully, if you are watching this, you have already watched Act 1 and Act 2, because if you haven't, then you have no idea what's going on. So if you haven't watched it, go watch that first and then pick up where we are now. Dennis, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Yes, the secret door does reveal a hidden corridor that takes off and heads northeast. As they get the Igor,
Yes, master.
no, the Icor, off of Orion, I guess
Before-
it's,
Before they do that, I'm going to look around. Are there? Do I find any of the little beetle carcasses that were burnt?
oh, sure.
I'm going to pick one up and taste it, see if it tastes any good, because they're cooked.
You know, it's not that bad.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I hold-
Golly stops cleaning you, turns and just gags repeatedly.
I
Remember,
offer
it's
one.
like
I offer one to Frederick to try it.
All right.
Oh.
While they're cleaning off Orion, Ember is collecting the ones that look like they'll be good eating.
No, no, no,
Oh, it's neat. It's kind of like warm and gooey on the inside, but crunchy on the outside.
no.
That's pretty good.
Are you noping your way out?
I'm gonna add beetles next to my inventory.
It just leaves the group, just goes.
Golly, down the tunnel.
I don't know. I don't know if that's for Golly or Carolyn.
Bit of both.
A little bit of both. Perhaps someone doesn't do well watching Temple of Doom. All right.
They're good for you, very high protein.
Great
Once we're
delicacy.
done our snack, I guess we can go down the hallway. What do we see?
Yummy.
Mm.
That is a very good question. As my map is buried. Okay.
Regali started down the hallway away from you heathens while you were munching.
Why are they heathens? Because they're munching on beetle carcass?
Oh yeah, Ember still has the fire sword, and she is using it to make sure that all the beetles she collects is
Is,
well done.
is my hooded lantern smashed beyond repair?
Oh, yes, definitely.
All right.
So what would you like to do?
I'll take out one of my backup torches, light that up, and then off, down we go. Looks like Regali is in the front, followed by
Yep.
followed by Ember, Frederick, then myself.
Let's
Fortunately, I
see.
still have my lantern.
I need, I guess it would be perception checks.
12.
Natural 20 again.
17. And the fire sword does provide a good amount of light, by the way.
Yeah, 20 altogether.
Okay. At the end of this 60-foot long passageway, you see the skeletal remains of what looks to be a human.
Are they wearing
Male.
boots?
He is actually, but there's an issue with his boots. They are no longer attached to his body. And if does anybody have any ranks in medicine?
Ember
Yes,
does.
I do.
Okay, then you may roll a d20, and I will give you information depending on the DC that you get.
14 for Ember.
16 plus 6 is 22.
Regali, the way his leg bones and foot bones and ankle bones and his fibulas and tibulas and his meniscus, which is no longer visible, are crushed, you would say that this fellow fell from a great height.
Whoa, this guy fell to his death and shattered every bone below the knees. And some above.
Is there a hole directly above him?
There is. There is a shaft. It seems to go straight up.
Do his arms, are they bound? Like,
No.
was he thrown down this as a bound up prisoner?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Just a clumsy dude.
Does it look how like? Can we see like a light at the end of the shaft?
No. As a matter of fact, I don't know what light you're using right now, but
But a lantern.
another one?
Fire sword.
Yes. Orion and I
Fire-
both got them at the
Dark
same
vision.
time.
Fire sword goes 10 feet and then dim light for another 10. There's a hooded lantern pointing up and that goes, what, 60?
I think so.
We'll find out in 1 second.
And it does seem like there is something up there. You just can't tell what it is.
There's something up there. I just can't quite make out what.
Are you all standing around this poor skeleton guy?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be Regali who notices that his purse is still attached to his belt.
I'll check his purse.
35 gold.
I'm not destitute any longer.
And inside you find a small red ruby.
Ooh.
And you'll get it checked out later, but it's worth 50 gold.
Very nice. Have we essentially come to a dead end?
Are you, I guess, yeah. And I'm assuming since Ember went first, that Ember is like in that little curvy area at the end of this corridor, right?
Sure.
Okay.
And it just ends. It doesn't continue or anything.
No, it just goes straight up.
There's no ladders or anything like handholds or footholds that we could climb up?
Are you looking up?
Yes.
Then no.
I can climb up
Like
there.
down.
You can climb up there?
Is that what we want to do?
That's
is
right,
there
you-
any more secret doors? Or maybe
We-
on the floor is there like a trap door?
We say that's 20 seconds worth of, right?
Yeah.
That's about 20 seconds worth, right? Okay. Dexterity saving throw, Ember. Oh, that's not going to be easy to beat.
Or what? Ooh, 19.
19? Oh, you suck.
Oh.
You are bending over and you're trying to very carefully move the skeleton when you feel the click beneath your feet. And as soon as that happens, you lurch forward into Frederick, who catches you just as this, and I can only explain this, it looks like a tube that would carry maybe 3 people, shoots straight up out of the floor and up into that cavernous cylinder above you. And you narrowly escape,
A tube?
taking the ride up.
Like a glass tube or metal or?
It's kind of metal, yeah. Now, this entire chamber is suddenly filled with the overall aroma of a magic spell that has just gone off.
Magical elevator. I'm gonna peer. Did it leave is there a hole where this tube came from?
Yes, it's in the floor.
How deep is it?
Really deep, about 30 feet. But you do see floor underneath you.
Huh.
Like fall down 30 feet or like
Yes,
slide
like-
down 30 feet?
Like fall down 30 feet. And if that tube thing comes back down, you
You're
would
gonna
be
get-
squishy.
can we see any passages at the bottom of this hole?
No, it's just a hole.
Is it a hollow tube?
Hollow tube. How do I...
Or is it like a cylinder? Like a...
You mean the thing that shot up?
Yeah.
There's no way for you to know because you had to move so fast to get out of the way.
Okay, so it's up and gone now?
Yes. Crazy scary.
So there doesn't seem to be a cavern down below at the bottom of the hole. It's just...
It's just 30 feet down. Yep.
Oh,
Did it take the skeleton up with it?
It did.
Okay.
All right, toss your torch down there.
Yeah, I will. I'll chuck my torch down the bottom of the 30-foot hole just to double check that we're not seeing, that we haven't missed any tunnels or anything that are in that hole.
Okay, there's your torch.
Bye-bye.
I just realized I'm not sharing any of this with you guys.
it's true.
Why didn't you say something?
I didn't because I can see it.
'Cause until you said, there's your torch, I was
Oh.
like,
Oh. Figured
I didn't
the-
realize we were supposed to be seeing anything.
I figured it was all theater of the mind.
Lovely.
Oh,
Lovely.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, you can fix it all in editing.
No, I think that's funny. Leave it. Leave it. I enjoy it.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
So your torch is 30 feet down on the floor and you do not see anything. A couple of crushed beetles, maybe?
Huh.
From the perspective that we have, if we were to like walk around, or walk around the hole, like is the whole floor that, or was just one section of it and we could walk around the hole?
No, you would not be able to walk around the hole.
Oh,
Did the click
Especially
Sounds-
if you are worried about that tube coming back and smashing you, it would definitely not be safe to be where Ember is right now. And I would say even Frederick is suspect.
I'll back up and like kind of, since Ember fell into me, I'll just kind of hold her and kind of move. We'll both move back just to avoid that.
Okay.
Did the click that Ember heard before lurching into Frederick sound anything like the click that we heard from the sarcophagus?
Kind of, but not as pronounced. Not like if you were playing pinball and you got a free game. That kind of knock was what you felt out at the sarcophagus. This was more like somebody knocking on a door just once.
Oh,
So also knowing medicine, if this guy died from that thing slamming up and down, would that cause the same injuries as him falling?
It would seem very likely.
Okay. So the hole probably doesn't go anywhere. Say this is a very strange trap.
If we discovered a way to recall and we sat on top of that thing and sent it upwards, is that something that seems would cause bodily harm?
At the rate of speed that this thing took, yes, I would think so.
It took the skeleton up.
Well, that's where the skeleton was laying, and it was
Right.
Ember who was moving the skeleton. So when it shot up in the air, Ember hadn't quite removed all of the skeleton. So
Okay.
like the top half of its body went up, and then it sheared off the bottom part of its body, which is now laying at your feet.
All right.
How about that?
Okay,
Little boar.
and this is my thought process. If the top of that tube goes into the ceiling, if we find a way to recall that tube, that skeleton should just be like smushed like paper. But if it's not, then that would suggest that there's some headroom at the top of that tube, and maybe we can hitch a ride.
Your
There
logic.
being headroom could mean that we're like jettisoned when it stops.
Yeah.
Other question, does it look like there was anything that I did that triggered the tube, or is it maybe just like on a timer or something?
How would you know that?
I want to look to see if there's like maybe a switch or something
And where would you like to look?
around the hole, but keeping a safe distance.
It does not look like there's anything around the hole other than masonry work.
Let's check the walls.
I'd like to go back to the sarcophagus.
Zooming out.
Frederick, could you maybe check the other tunnels? See if there's secret doors around those too?
Sure.
And Regali says she already got the indigo one.
Yeah, no doors in the indigo tunnel.
Were there any buttons or switches on the walls here?
No, no buttons or switches on the walls. Nope.
Okay. Then I'll head out toward the green one.
Okay. Orion?
I'm going to go back to the sarcophagus. And I'm going to give the top of the sarcophagus a shove. Does it seem like it will come off?
Extremely heavy, but yes, it will. Ember, as you were leaving, the tube slammed back down.
So it probably is on a timer.
When you were right about here.
Or it's triggered by the door.
Okay. I'll immediately stop and try to see if there's something that triggered it where I'm at.
Okay. You realize that crossing the threshold into this space sets off a timer for 20 seconds, which is just enough time to walk casually to right about here. But of course you don't, because it just looks like solid floor now.
Okay. I'll like walk in and back out just to confirm that theory.
Okay, and it does happen.
Okay.
Is the
The
Okay.
rest of the skeleton is intact, although it's jumbled. As in, it's not pulverized.
do we take a ride on the magical elevator?
But I will tell you, this thing, the speed at which it accelerates up
Yeah.
is incredible.
So the speed of which it accelerates up is what smashed its legs.
No,
No?
if I had to guess, and based on your medicine check, this guy rode up, quite possibly still conscious when this thing shot back down. He just fell.
Oh.
And as he was laying there, unable to get out of the way for the next one, and then he fell again.
Oh.
And that's where you found him
I could climb up there safely, but
decades
If he-
later.
if he came back down, there probably is nowhere to go up there.
Okay, Frederick, you find nothing in the green. What else would you like to do?
I'll just make my way around, check them all. see
You're
if
going to
there's
check
anything
them
familiar-
all.
Anything familiar to the...
You find a similar pattern in the yellow.
All right, I will not attempt to open it, but I will just like call out, we got something on the yellow.
Now, Orion, would you like to slide the sarcophagus lid off?
I sure do.
Okay, strength check, please.
I would offer to help, but Ember does not think this is a good idea.
Yay, I rolled a nat 20.
Woot woot! High five.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm imagining him just like throwing the lid off.
I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen.
Famous last words.
So, there's something about this room I should tell you. The torch, the lantern light, it's weird. Makes like really colorful but weird shadows. There are countless chips of glass and shiny metal that are inset into the chamber's domed ceiling. They reflect this light, giving the impression of starlight on fallen snow.
Oh.
The dome starts about 10 feet off the ground and then reaches an apex about 30 feet over the center of the room. Now, your best guess when that thing shot up, that it went up 30 feet. And that's the bottom of it. Okay, so it was an additional whatever. But you know that it's 30 feet in the ground and it shot up. And then there's like this 30-foot cylinder that shoots up.
Okay.
Okay. The sarcophagus is made of marble. There's a milky white bas-relief figure. It looks human, although a little bit Avatar-esque. Yeah, so you are going to knock off, and is that where everyone is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ember kind of wants to keep watch.
And
Are you
rolled
there
a-
too, Frederick?
I was checking the yellow.
And you rolled a natural 20.
Did.
And then, did I explain to you guys how I do traps? I say the word click, and then you have that long to tell me what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, click.
I jump off.
Jump back.
Jump back.
Jump back, okay. All right, that's good. But the finger was in place, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. So I need a reflex saving throw or a dexterity saving throw. I keep shifting back to 3.5.
Total 17.
Also 17.
11.
Ember, you're actually safe because Orion's going to shield you from 1d4 fire damage.
You're welcome.
And you get 1 point. So a little bit of singed hair and maybe your heart's beating a little faster.
Ember says, no fair. I wanted the fire.
I was thinking that.
I knew it.
Well, Orion takes 1. Okay.
How much?
The
1 point?
Yeah, 1. The sarcophagus lid is off. And inside, as you would imagine, is a very dead, old, desiccated mummy.
Does it have all 10 fingers?
Yeah, he does.
Is it a mummy like in the traditional sense that it's all wrapped up, or is it?
Oh, no, it's definitely all wrapped up.
Okay.
Are there any jars containing its other organs?
Not that you see.
Looks to be human in size and shape,
Yes.
but we can't tell if it's a half elf or an elf or anything like that because it's
Not without unwrapping, but you do see the ears on the sarcophagus lid.
Yep.
They are very humanoid, yes.
Okay. Hey, Frederick, come look
Okay.
at this. We found a mummy.
All right.
That's usually not a good thing.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic on myself.
On yourself?
duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You can sense the magic in this way. You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The magic can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. But yeah, the range is self, so it's, yeah.
Do you tell us that you're going to cast that, or do you cast it?
Nope, I'm pretty sure I just,
Okay.
Regali,
yeah,
it's evocation on the sarcophagus.
okay.
It's usually not good.
Is there any on the lid separately, or?
No.
Okay.
And you get the sense that it was part of the magical trap that went off.
Okay. I'm going to walk around the perimeter of the room and see if there's any other magic.
Start heading back toward everybody.
Does Frederick's armor light up?
Why would Frederick's armor light up?
Because he took the armor from the entrance that was like mage armor, but differently. It was extra
quiet.
stealthy.
I would say Regali is actually surprised to see him standing there so close to her without her hearing him approach.
Boom.
Okay, there is magic aura coming from the yellow corridor at the very end of it.
Okay. Is it anything like the magic that we felt by the elevator?
Let me check real quick for School of...
For power word kill.
Oh no!
It is Conjuration.
Huh. Like conjure a swarm of beetles kind of conjuration?
No, the beetles seem to have lived there,
Ew. Okay.
like in a nest type situation. Hive mind.
I say.
So there's conjuration magic here.
I say we open it up.
I got no way of dispelling it, so. Anybody else? Orion, you took the last one. I can take this one for you if you like.
Sure. I'm a little bit hurt, but I should be okay.
Eh,
Let's do it.
me too, but you know.
How much hurt are you?
Me? I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay for now. I'm 2/3 full.
Same here.
A little singed.
Okay, but like, if someone was to cast Cure Wounds on you, would that be a good thing?
I don't need it right now because when I take damage in a fight, I can. I've got ways to heal up, so I'm
Okay.
okay for now. Believe you me, if I need it, I'll yell for you.
All right.
Thank
I
you.
Don't
just want-
believe that.
I just
but-
want-
I'm
Double
going
check.
to back
The puck
away
isn't
to
around,
reverse
right?
this order so that I'm not in the front.
Yeah, I'll take your place up there.
Thanks.
Are you got this? You got this. I'm behind you. You got this, man.
Right before I go to open the door, I look back. We don't
Maybe
have that
don't be in
puck,
the
right?
back either, just in case the mummy spontaneously comes alive.
Oh, we don't have the puck. We left it behind.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Wait, what did you say, Frederick?
Just want to make sure we didn't have the puck with us.
No.
That would be a terrible surprise.
The puck would come in handy if something really bad was conjured.
It would also have stopped Ember from conjuring a fire sword and
True.
stopped
Alright.
me from casting detect magic and learning that there was magic here.
All right, Frederick.
I cast
Ready?
vegetation in my hand just for little sparks. Like, all right,
Three.
thank goodness. All right,
3, 2,
sword,
1,
shield
go.
up.
Okay. About the size of the circle from the last area, the passageway gives way to a secret door, but waiting for you here is an open door and a space inside a tiny tubular vestibule that's about 9 feet tall. So Ember, you're probably going to have to duck to get in this tube.
I'm only 7 feet tall.
Oh, okay, then you won't.
I'm not going inside.
But
that
you're going to have to
circle
duck
area.
to get through the door.
I'm not going in the circle area yet.
You're not going in the tube.
I'm waiting for about how long it took for the other
20
one.
seconds.
Okay.
All right.
So 20 seconds later, nothing's happened.
I step in the tube.
And
Let's go.
there is a switch
For Golly, since magic in there?
on the wall, and it is currently in the down position.
Hey guys, I think this one has a switch. Let's give it a try. I'm not going alone.
Okay,
I'll go.
I'll
Let's all
go.
go. We die together.
Oh, I love how you think.
I once heard this really cool thief say, hey, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna flick it really slowly. So like not flicking it, but like switching it up.
Okay, so the pressure's building in your hand and you're wondering when it's finally going to give, but as you slowly increase your pressure, it just all of a sudden gives way.
Okay.
And you guys see the
Myself.
doors close like this. And then you feel a sensation that you've not felt ever in your life. You're actually going down.
I'm gonna jump.
We've
I'm
never
gonna-
fallen before?
You guys,
Hang on to Ember's arm.
you guys are moving down about the same rate at which you would lower yourself on a rope. Nice and easy.
I
That's
like that.
crazy. This is demonic without a doubt.
I don't like it. Does it still feel magical?
After about 40 feet, you guys feel this slight tug and then a bounce and then you are stable. And the doors go like this.
That wasn't where we were.
We went down, I think.
Ooh.
I will describe it and then I will bring it up for you.
Okay.
The walls here are covered in a bas-relief images similar to that slender figure you saw on the sarcophagus lid. Nearly a dozen, and I would say best terminology would be androgynous, hairless humanoids, stand in different poses of, deference, almost as if they were paying homage to you who are looking at them. Many of them are extending their hands in adoration, faces awash in adulation. Several of the statues lack hands, arms, heads, or anything easily hacked off by long, absent tomb robbers. About 15 feet to the south, a dark passage extends from an elaborately carved arch. Only a little of this hallway is visible, however, as a large stone block obscures most of this passageway. Yes.
Aliens.
And now I have to change my map because you guys did wonderful.
Yay!
Woohoo!
All right. stone block is roughly 10 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 8 feet tall, and it nearly seals off the passage to the south. Not surprisingly, there's like this niche in the ceiling above that rock that looks like it fits it perfectly. But for some reason it has fallen and it is now blocking your passage south. West, I mean.
Fallen like it would have made a clicking sound. approximately
Oh,
40 feet
yeah.
above us.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Is there enough of a gap to get by it over top it?
Everybody but Ember, yes.
Ember can wild shape. We're fine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Squirrel, take two.
Well, here. I'll go first.
All
I'll
right.
take a look and see if there's a way of opening it on the other side.
Well, do we want?
What? What are you doing?
Of opening the block?
Okay, so this little mark I made,
Yeah.
it's like a button.
Ooh, I'll press the button.
The button's already pressed.
I'll unpress the button.
Can you unpress the button?
Maybe with thieves' tools that we
How do you
never-
unpress a button?
Can I?
The magic elevator is currently in the down position, so the button is already pressed.
Oh, I get it.
But does Regali get it?
Is there
All right.
anything else in this little area that looks like it could magically trigger that block to go back up?
Back up? No, this is totally like there's no chains, there's no ropes, nothing like that. But
Okay.
I will say this. If you all work together, it looks like you might have a chance to make this thing fall forward. And then all you have to do is scramble over top of it. Then you can continue west.
Cool.
If you all work together.
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a try.
Yeah,
Unless it looks dangerous.
With the
Please
power
don't
of
pull.
friendship.
Who's got the best strength here?
Oh, I wonder.
All right. Does anybody have a Mountaineer's pack?
No.
Okay. So how you want to divvy up the labor? Ember is here.
I have an
Orion is
explorer's
here.
pack.
Regali will be here. Frederick here helping. So Regali helping Orion and Frederick helping Ember. If Orion and Ember could roll a strength check with advantage, let's see if you can get this done.
Could I maybe get a little bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. He's calling for it now.
17.
Ooh, 20.
Oh, 17 was not enough. 20 is. Your stone falls. And
That
you
wasn't
now have just a scramble up and over, and you can continue south.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay!
What's that?
Out of character, I'm slightly disappointed though.
Did you want me to make it harder?
No, I was just thinking that I still have the fire sword, and if I had to wild shape into like a squirrel or something, I could probably still keep it.
Squirrel with the fire sword.
I'll probably make you guys big again. Okay. Ooh, isn't this scary? You still got your bullseye lantern, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think I still have the detect magic spell on me. It lasts up to 10 minutes.
So does the fire sword, by the way.
What? So detect magic is going. The fire sword is going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's enough to bring him out. Roll for initiative.
Oh. No.
Actually, surprise round's going to be on you. Because this thing hasn't seen any living creature for quite some time.
Wondering if I should use that bardic inspiration on initiative.
I wouldn't recommend it.
5.
Regali, what are you in?
13.
Ember,
5.
Frederick,
5.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Orion,
7.
oh my gosh. And my vampire is in... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You guys, you have been hurt.
I was going to say, vampires can't detect magic, can they?
They are if they're wizards. Sorry.
Okay.
Also, Dennis, you say that, but you were very disappointed when I narrowly missed being crushed by a giant stone cylinder.
I sounded disappointed?
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
It's possible. That does sound like me, yeah.
Editor Lawrence, playback that clip.
Okay,
See-
I'm going to share something else so that you can see what this monster looks like as it comes flying at your faces.
It can fly?
I don't know how else it would maintain its motion, but...
Not everything goes through the face.
Oh,
a-
everything goes for the... Oh, my.
Yeah, it's a pair of eyes on a stalk, and it comes at you like this. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
And who's out in front but Ember? Very large target. Must be nice. Let's see.
Yeah, is there a token for that thing?
There is, but if I zoom out, you'll see the rest of the dungeon. I don't want to do that.
I'm zoomed in, so if you zoom out, it's fine. If
Yeah, but you'll still see it.
We're not
Okay.
supposed to move.
Ember, her armor class, that is a miss. And then the eye stalk Ray is also a miss. Oh, that sucks.
So, random thought. I just realized that I'm holding a cast iron skillet in one hand and a fire blade in the other. This is a great setup for cooking.
I was just thinking that when you said cast iron skillet.
Regali, what would you like to do?
I would like to draw my rapier and slash at it.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's 8. Remember when I got all those good rolls earlier, guys?
Oh, it's movement's 30. Okay, I got you. All right. What'd you do?
I drew my rapier and I slashed at it.
And what did you get?
8.
8 does not hit this guy. Sorry. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
So, did you move up to it?
Actually, no. I'll inspire Orion.
As opposed to
Doing nothing?
you're going back in time?
No.
She's
You
using
said,
her
is there
bonus.
anything else you'd like to do? And I said no. And then I said, oh, actually, I'll inspire Orion.
Okay,
So it's my bonus action.
gotcha. Okay, so I missed, and Orion, your turn.
Okay. How big is this thing?
I would say if you pulled both of my arms out of their sockets and made me hold eyeballs, it would be that big.
Ew.
So like the stalk. The
do you
stalk
mean,
that
ew?
connects the stalk that connects the two eyeballs is something
Yeah, it's about-
you can.
Yeah, it's about that thick.
So
Yeah.
I will reach out and
But it looks very sinewy.
excellent, even better. I'm
Is it
gonna
like a
reach.
snake?
I'm gonna reach out and grab a hold of it and try to grapple it.
Yeah. Oh. Really?
Yep.
Okay. Go
Brian's
ahead.
like a child. You can't stop him from grabbing anything.
Touch that.
And
Put it
so
down.
my athletics roll was a 22.
Let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got a 20. So you have him.
Okay.
Ah!
And I know that I'm probably gonna get beat up, so I will use my bonus action to do the brace up. So I will spend a moxie point, and this allows me to roll one fisticuff die, add my pugilist level, add my con modifier, and gain that many temporary hit points. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So I'm back up to, I just added 14 temporary hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm up. With temporary hit points, can you go above your max?
Yes.
No.
No? Okay,
No.
so then I'm
It
back.
it depends on the source. What is the source?
It's just, it's a thing that the pugilist can do. It's a brace up. I'll read it to you verbatim. You can use a bonus action and spend one moxie point to brace for
Oh, no.
attacks.
That's all I need. You're spending moxie points? Yes. Then you can go above your max hit points. Yes.
Okay, so then I'm up to 34 hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
But temporary hit points are completely separate from your regular hit points.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Just
Whatever-
for clarification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's about all I can do. So I've got this wiggly thing in my hand, and I'm bracing up for what I know is about to come.
Um, okay. I don't think he would do that yet. Ember.
I'm gonna try to cut this with the fire blade. Do I get advantage for Orion holding it?
Orion cannot seem to control this thing. That's the problem.
Okay.
You are.
I would have to attempt another grapple to successfully pin it. Then you would have advantage, but I haven't done that. I've only done one grapple check, so it's regular attack.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Yeah. Ten fire damage.
That hurts. Why would you do that?
Did Frederick go?
Not yet. Me and Ember
Very
go.
odd.
Frederick's in 5.
Yep. We're both on
Oh.
5.
Ember. Sorry. Frederick.
All right. I'll move one space to the north, so that I have at least slightly better trajectory at it, and right in between Regali and Ember, the blade goes, and the slash of energy sends forth for an Eldritch Blast at it. And that's a natural 20.
Oh.
Yes, you the man, Frederick. The Luskin boys, kicking names and taking butt.
I don't think that came out the way you wanted it to.
No,
Should
it
at
did.
least request consent first.
It's 14 damage.
How much?
14.
You suck. How do you want to do it?
That like photo negative energy slices right between them, and as it's like wiggling and flailing around, it just like slices right in the middle of it and it just flap.
Yes.
I didn't even get my eye ray effect off.
Nicely done.
Woo!
As it falls off, can I catch it in my skillet?
Uh,
Ew.
what? Roll, roll your attack, I guess.
21 total.
In a sweeping scoop, he gets both eye stalks in his pan.
Oh, I was gonna keep one part and go high five Frederick with it still in my hand.
Okay, gross, but okay.
I just wanted to catch the one that was falling before I hit the ground.
Okay. You guys suck, but okay.
I'll proceed to start cooking it.
Hold the fire.
You got
No.
a fire?
Yes, a fire blade in
Yeah,
his hand.
that's what I said at the start. I just realized I have a pan and a fire plate.
Is it magical fire or is it fire that can catch things on fire?
I don't know. This
Does it matter? They
spell
both
doesn't say
got
anything
heat.
about catching on fire.
He's
But
not
I
trying to
assume
like
with
set a
magical
fire.
if I hold it next to the pan, it should cook it.
Kind of like an electric stove, if nothing else. This is really upsetting because Regali got rid of a whole day's rations earlier. And now she's pretty sure she could never eat anything Ember cooks again.
Let's see. Curious carvings that seem to represent a stirring tempest cover the walls of this 10-foot wide passage. 10-foot intervals, small alcoves flank the passage, and each alcove contains one of those strange androgynous hairless figurines, and they have cupped hands. The figures stand roughly 7 feet tall, and faint wind seems to play within this passage. It's difficult to tell where it's coming from, though. I can't believe he didn't get an eye stalk off. That sucks. All right.
You said what plays in this passage?
The wind. It's like a breeze. It tousles your hair this way, and then a couple seconds later this way, and then it's like you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know where it's going to.
I got a weird idea.
We don't know where it came from, Cotton Eye Joe.
There you go.
I got a weird idea. I want to approach one of the statues with the cupped hands, and I want to blow into its hands because they're like air folk and just
That's right. That guy in the sarcophagus was a windwalker.
It's a good idea. Also, after making sure this thing is cooked, I'll offer it to Orion.
Ew.
Orion?
Oh, I'll take a bite.
Okay. It's very, 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 very chewy.
It's chewy, but kind of yummy.
Oh my gosh.
it's like a meaty gummy bear.
After fight snacks. Awesome.
Are you going to continue west,
Yes.
marching order, or you want to just walk like this.
Let's walk like that.
Yeah, that works.
Orion, you have eaten dubious food.
I can't see that.
It's out of focus.
What?
It's dubious food from Breath of the Wild when you put monster parts in the cooking mechanism of the game. You get dubious food.
It's the best kind of food. What are you talking about?
Okay. So Orion, you notice this thing on the floor, kind of spilling into a puddle.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Ember says it smells like gravy.
Won't say it.
Does it look like gravy?
In this little alcove is a magical apparatus.
Pouring
And
out
it
gravy.
seems to be dispensing this gravy at regular intervals.
Ooh.
I wonder.
What does the magic feel like?
As in
As in the detect magic spell that lasts 10 minutes that I still have going.
conjuration.
Conjuration.
Are there any bowls around?
There are not. And the floor is quite slick with this pool.
That's why they got the cupped hands. This is
Yes.
some sort of cafeteria. If I knew what a cafeteria was.
Frederick,
I always
you-
have a full set of cooking supplies, so
do you have inspiration?
I do not.
You do now.
That's
Oh, man.
that's what I was thinking. Hey, Ember, grab one of your pots, scoop some of that sludge up, and go pour it in the hands.
I'll just use the pan that I had use as a shield anyways.
Okay. So the brown sludge looks like vomit, but Ember says it smells like gravy.
Does it actually smell like gravy to the rest of us?
All right, if you get that close to it,
Never
would
mind,
it-
I won't.
okay.
Yeah, I'll take some and I'll pour it into the hands.
So who's doing what now?
Ember is going to scoop up some of the gravy with her skillet and pour it into the hands of the androgynous statues.
Okay. Ember, would you say this is as close as you get, or do you want to walk all the way to where it's actually spurting out of the magical apparatus?
If I can get it from there, I will.
I would say here, but this is where you actually feel the brown mold.
Brown mold.
Brown mold.
Yep. So you take 3d6 cold damage,
Ooh.
and you got lucky with a 7.
I jump back.
It is, in fact, brown mold living on the edge of this pool of gravy.
Interesting.
Now, this is non-lethal cold damage. If you take enough of it, it will slow your movement. So it's not like the cold is going to kill you. You can only take it for so long before you start to, freeze up. It won't do you damage.
Okay.
So would you like to go back into the brown mold and try to get some gravy, or?
I feel like we should deal with the mold first.
By doing what?
Well, does the mold look hostile to us, or is it just
No, it's just there feeding on this gravy.
Yeah. I say let that sleeping dog lie and see if you can get some of the gravy without disturbing the mold.
Now, it is possible
Could we
to
get-
jump over the mold line. The problem is the gravy is quite slick. If you don't mind landing in wet gravy, you can certainly jump.
Was
Choice.
that partition a countertop?
I'm sorry, what?
So the gravy's on the floor,
Yes.
and then there's that T-shaped thing. Is that like a countertop or like
T-shaped
wall?
thing? I don't, this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that actually goes floor to ceiling.
Okay, that's like a wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just want to check the other side.
So it looks like the same similar setup. There's a door here, but inside this little alcove are a whole bunch of pegs, like a bunch of things were hanging here at one point in time.
Like aprons,
No, I wouldn't say aprons. They're
coats.
Pigs.
no,
Pig
Coat
carcasses.
check, yeah.
no. I'm gonna
No,
say
pegs like Peggleston.
let's see. What's your occupational backgrounds? Orion, what did you do? Were you always a fighter?
No, my background is urban bounty hunter.
Okay, so Frederick
Acolyte.
and Ember
Chef, I believe.
and Regali.
Or
Kind of. I think I mostly homebrewed it. It was entertainer, but then like also nautical experience. So
Okay, so I'm going to
All right.
say Regali has been in a lot of tavern kitchens before, and she says this looks like a place to hang a bunch of tools.
okay,
Pots and pans and stuff like that.
Not necessarily a kitchen tools, but
spatulas and
no, not necessarily kitchen tools, but this looks like some kind of tool shed.
okay, interesting.
While they're
I'm
I'm
still
gonna
over
go
there.
for jumping over the mold.
Who is?
I am.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
16.
You make it.
Okay.
So you put a hand on the side of the wall, and now you can get all the fresh gravy out of the nozzle you want.
Okay, it's just a novel. It's not like something that I could pick up.
What do you mean, pick up? It's coming
Never
out of it's coming out of this eye-shaped.
When you first described it, I thought it was like a magical thing that was.
It is a magical thing.
It's like a
It's
water.
conjuring.
But
the
it's
gravy.
not handheld.
It's like a water fountain that's spouting out gravy.
But it's not portable.
You are correct. It is not portable.
Darn. That would be amazing if it was.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll fill a pot with gravy and then hop back.
Okay. You have enough gravy to feed everyone.
Okay. I will dispense it into the hands.
Whose hands?
The
statue-
statues.
Get a handful in.
the
Oh, are
Frederick
you-
side, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're going back here. And you're just gonna... All right.
Frederick
What are you
said
doing
he
while he
was hanging
feeds
out.
statues?
Does it do anything, or am I just being silly?
No, it doesn't do a thing.
Wow.
Orion, what are you doing while he's feeding statues?
It's just vandalism, Ember.
It was Frederick's
Can I-
idea.
Can I see what's in the room that the gravy / mold is spilled into?
Yes.
Describe that to me.
Let me get my notes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
I'll go to the
I go
door.
to the door and open it.
All right. So the room with the gravy dribbling into it, the ceiling of this large chamber glows with what looks like natural sunlight, illuminating a series of work tables, vices, spinning wheels, blocks of unfinished marble. And it identifies this room as a sculptor's workshop. Huge unfinished statue of an imposing bare-chested warrior wielding a staff-like rod in his left hand dominates the north wall. The hairless figure looks similar to the bas-relief on the sarcophagus upstairs, but it's clearly meant to be a different person. A short red metal pedestal against the south wall displays what appears to be a jet black stone egg the size of a small boulder. A gold glyph with an equilateral triangle with short hash marks through each leg marks the face of the egg. So we'll call this the workshop egg room.
Okay.
Who's going to the door?
I was.
Okay. You touch the door and somebody on the other side of it says, occupied.
Sorry.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Awesome. So we got everybody. Everybody's ready to rock and roll.
You bet.
Now I'm ready.
Now you're ready?
Dice in the tray.
I'm never ready. I will never be ready.
Now,
Let's-
Oh, totes.
I'm
Pencil.
ever ready.
Uh-oh. Regalia is swearing quite profusely.
Uh-oh.
I said toads.
It's
I
too
know.
early for the...
I haven't even died
Yet.
Yeah.
yet.
Don't say yet.
That
You're
was
not
really-
allowed to die this session, Frederick.